Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we close out this show on March the 4th with Dave.
It doesn't seem like it's March already.
It does here. And then tomorrow, this weather we've had the past week, but it's snuck up on us. You know, so many things have been going on, but this is going to be kind of a special segment here, and I know that Gene and Dave are ready. I'm not sure Shelby is ready because we're going to dedicate this whole segment to Shelby.
All right.
She does not know it.
Wait, what?
Yes, we are.
What?
Yes, we are, Shelby.
What?
Yes, we are. We have
no.
we have a presentation for you, and we're going to talk to you, Shelby, about what you mean to this show. For these,
what's the old show, Shelby? This is your life.
This is she can't. Do you hear that, Shelby? Can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him.
All
I
right.
can hear him.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, put your headphones on, Shelby. And how long you been doing this show now, Shelby?
Oh man, I honestly have no clue.
5 years,
counting.
I think it's 5. I may be wrong. I don't know, but we have done this, and Gene has gone to great details on this. Gene, why don't you take this around and present?
What in the?
We have something for Shelby folks out there. Shelby is we couldn't do this show without Shelby, and I've been wanting to do this, and we have a trophy that we have made for Shelby.
My gosh.
And she's won a lot of trophies with her trumpet, I know. Read the words on there, Shelby.
Yeah, thank you for your outstanding work with Outdoors with Larry Ray. Aw.
There you go.
Thanks, guys.
So we wanted to do that. Gene came up with the idea that I've been wanting to do it, and Dave, you agree, right?
Yeah.
That we couldn't have done this without Shelby, folks, and a lot of you folks just don't. She's behind the scenes. You know she plays her trumpet, and we don't think like that, but
she takes good care of us.
she does take good care of us.
She
and
can point the finger with the best of
yes, she can. 1 or 2. That's what we usually get. If she puts up 5, I'm in trouble. But
Y'all are making me blush.
I've had people ask, why don't you ever let her talk? And she's the most important part of this show because we couldn't do it without her. We could sit there and talk to each other.
And it doesn't help I'm not much of a talker.
No, well, you're going to be right now. We want to know, Shelby, about where'd you go to high school?
I went to Cordova High.
All right, and at Cordova High, then you graduated.
And then I graduated at the University of Memphis.
Okay, tell us more.
Yeah. Well, I now work over at Crosstown.
And what do you do at Crosstown?
I am the operations coordinator for their radio station over there.
And what's the radio station?
WYXR.
So what do you do in your duties over there?
Push the buttons.
Push the
Just like here.
buttons, just like that. So your full-time job is really over there.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
This is the only thing that you do here, right?
Right.
And she does it because she just loves to be here.
Yes, she does.
I do.
Yeah, she drags
wonderful.
herself in here to do this for us. How much knowledge of the outdoors did you know when you showed up here the first time?
Not a whole lot, but I mean, I have a grandfather who was really big on the outdoors. And
Okay,
went
what's
hunting
his
and
name?
everything. John Russell.
Okay, your grandfather, John Russell, was big on the outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
But when you were asked to do this job, you said, let me think on this for a while.
Yeah.
You did.
Actually, I got offered after doing some work with the Grizzlies.
Yes.
While I was doing my internship at the University of Memphis and worked with Wes.
Yes.
And he said, hey, we need somebody to come up. Yeah, we need somebody to help out with this show. And I was like, okay.
What kind of show? You didn't ask? You didn't say?
I didn't ask. I was just like, somebody needed some help.
And so we needed the help.
Yeah.
So she's been a part of this team for that long. She knows all this stuff up here and everything like that. But tell us about your trumpet and how important that has been in your life playing the instrument.
Yeah, I started in middle school, and it kind of just stuck.
All right, so you played at high school?
Mm-hmm.
Did you play a trumpet all this time? All this time?
It's really the only instrument I know, unfortunately, but you know.
But so did you did you take lessons, or how did you?
When I got into college on a scholarship.
You went to, she's not even telling us this now. I knew that she had to go on a scholarship.
I was on a music scholarship.
On a music scholarship.
And that's when I actually started getting some private lessons.
Okay, yeah.
As part of the part of the obligation for the scholarship.
So you played in the marching band?
I did.
You play in the pep band? And
I did. I was in the symphony orchestra. I did their wind ensemble. I did a couple of their jazz programs.
You've done some of that, yeah.
A few like quintet things on the side.
All right. Do they still have first chair, second chair, and third chair?
Oh yeah.
Yes, but it's not like in high school you think that that's the most important thing.
It was for me.
And even then,
I never got first chair.
Well, for me in high school, it was more. Yeah, it was whoever could play. Like usually in those types of chairs, it's sort of like what can you bring to the table, and sometimes you need more people down on the lower end.
I never could beat John Tyler. I mean, he just kept pushing me. I was third, then second, but I never could beat John. So you were in that, and that got you through, and you're still playing your trumpet now. I'm
in a couple of groups around here locally.
Okay. You play some gigs and things along that line. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what drew you to the trumpet?
Oddly enough, how it went was in middle school when you're going for your extracurriculars.
Uh-huh.
And I was trying to figure out, I kind of want to play an instrument. And the director at the time at the middle school said, "Oh, she has an overbite. I think we should put her on trumpet." That's what happened.
Any other female trumpet players at Cordova with you?
Oh, there were plenty.
See, we didn't have any. I'm not saying anything, but we knew the women always had enough air. You know, and I don't know about overbites and things along that.
People don't realize more scholarships are given through music than sports.
Well, and Memphis is noted for its music.
And Memphis is known for its music. So.
And has been. And broadcasting, too. I mean, you have learned some of this stuff. How did you get into this part?
So I got a degree in music business. Part of the program there, we had to do internships.
Mm-hmm.
And I did my internship over at the radio station there at the time, WUMR.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it just kind of things started falling into place.
You like
and
it?
I just, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know that you're back and forth with your job, so people can actually, I keep telling her, I'm coming to see you over there across town. I mean, I just, whatever you call it, concourse, what is it called?
Yeah, the Crosstown Concourse, the old Sears building.
I want to go there and see, because you can walk by like they used to do in the old days and see them actually.
Yeah, there's a big old window, and you can just look into the studio.
Yeah, and that's the way I grew up with, this big window at this radio station. You go by and watching them do the show. And I think downtown there used to be some of the stations where you could actually watch them do the show. But,
it used to be really jarring because, like, over at the university, it was in the bottom basement floor.
It usually is.
In a cubby hole. It was just several closet.
Yeah, claustrophobia would get me. Yeah, those kind of things. Anybody got a question for Shelby, Dave Gabbard?
And no, I got a question. She's talking about her. This is a trivia question. She's talking about her grandfather named John Russell.
Yeah.
I was wondering if he was named after a character. Paul Newman played a character in a movie. His name was John Russell.
That is not the first time I've heard that, and I don't think that's
he was in
case,
Hombre. Yes,
his name was John Russell.
Yeah, it wasn't in the prison movie.
I love that movie, but he got killed at the end.
Yeah, it wasn't Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, or it wasn't. What was that one with the Chain Gang group? I don't think that. But
if I recall correctly, my grandfather was really good with the crossbow. Got my mother into it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
On outdoor hunting with a crossbow, but I could be completely wrong.
Okay. Do you have brothers and sisters?
I have a younger brother who is way taller than me.
Way taller than you? Now you're telling people that you're short, okay?
I am pretty short.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's...
she's tall as I am.
I'm partial to short people.
Me
always have been. So this job can be pretty hectic. Well, it's a fast 90 minutes, but y'all don't understand. Once we get through, we leave.
Right.
And she's still here.
She has to make it sound good.
Yeah, but she puts this... So explain how you do your job, and then how it gets to be in Brownsville and Jackson and here. What do you do after we leave?
Oh, after you leave, after you record?
You put the show together,
Right.
Yeah.
I put the show together, and then I send it out via either email or other sort of ways of distribution to Brownsville and Jackson.
She inserts whatever it needs to be inserted, and it's 90 minutes. You know, we started out this show with 60 minutes. Then one time we were at 2 hours, and I said, well, a lot of people went to sleep in that last 30 minutes, and so we now like to say, as Dave and Gene will know, that Gene's been with us since the start in August of 2001 or whenever it was, and then Dave's been with us over a decade.
I've been with you 2 decades.
Back in the early 2000s. Dave has been part of this thing, and we have had, as well as I can remember, we've had 5 producers, starting out with Levowitz, which started, and then we had Carl, and Elvis, and then we had Theo
Brown.
So we have had show producers. This is not an easy thing to keep up with us because, as you listeners know, we have 6 segments. And there's 6 different segments. I don't believe in us just sitting here talking for 90 minutes. I think it would it'd feel like it'd go forever.
You got to have a water break.
Yeah, we do that. But at the same time, we like to have different guests over the years.
Yeah, cover a lot of different subjects.
And she hasn't had to push that 10-second thing very often unless it was something that Gene did. That he had to do. But we appreciate you, Shelby.
We do.
For what you've done. And
I appreciate you guys.
Wanted you to know that. And like I say, I wanted to do it on this show because Dave and Gene have been with me so long as part of the show. We don't know how long we'll be able to keep going on this. We'll see.
Right.
But if you go, we're gone. Okay? I mean, that's just...
we're going to keep her. We're going to keep her.
Yeah, no, you're irreplaceable as far as putting up with us because this is not an easy thing to do, but we wanted to do this for you. Thank you. You've done a great job. You talked more than I thought you would. And then, of course, I have no problem asking you questions. That's the old newspaper man in me and everything.
Right.
Appreciate you.
And I appreciate y'all.
Keep doing what you're doing. And we want to, do we have time for at least one more song on the trumpet?
We can end with that, probably.
Let's end with that. And then let me tell you about next week's show before Shelby ends with you got something to say?
Yes, I was going to thank the lady at the trophy place in Millington.
Yeah.
It's ETC Awards on Navy Road. She helped me get this thing together for me.
There you go. All right. And Dave Gabbert, thank you for being with us. Okay, man?
Always. Enjoy it.
Safe travels. Next week, as I said, we will have handler Jamie Daniels and owner Nick Barong of the 2023 National Bird Dog Champion Miller's Blindsider. And I just finalized Scott Lyseth, the sporting chef himself, will be on next week talking about his TV show called Dead Meat. and I'm kind of leery of that. But
well, all you need is a good marketing name.
That's it. That's Dead Meat, is that? Yeah. Shelby, we know that it doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And what else, guys?
God bless the USA.
Hey, take us out here, Shelby.